There we are. Now we're recording. Hello, YouTubers, rumblers, fellow BitChute.comers. Hello there, lovely live streamers out there. All you brothers and sisters that like to stop with your chunky chanky and come and get some of the wanky banky right here in Springfield. Out there now, come on now. You gotta learn how to get with your brother so you know how to hit some of them affectionate notes. Now we're talking affection here, brother, because this is how the guitar fingers jangle on the guitar, you know. But we got fingers right here for a left Bertucci. Y'all remember Bertucci? Shall I share with you all the Bertucci story, folks? Do I hear some praise and amens? Any brothers and sisters out there want to hear the Bertucci story? Can you imagine being a pastor up on a stage, folks? Because basically, you know, if you're into being a pastor on the stage, I mean, holy shit. You got a whole fucking stage right in the backyard, folks. But you might want to start first in the house with the doors shut, because that's where I was for a good number of years. It wasn't until fucking 2012, I think it was. I think 2012 I finally got up enough courage to come out to the backyard, folks, because it was scary. It was scary wondering who the fuck's back here behind the fucking gate and the bike path and all that shit, you know. And it wasn't because, you know, I was in tune with bad guys. It was just scary to me for anyone, because you gotta remember, folks, I used to be fucking shy as fuck, insecure as a motherfucker, and I'd stay away from everyone. I was afraid of everyone. Although there was a few times, if you cornered me, I mean, I came out. It was fucking, I don't know what the fuck it was, but looking back at it and rehearsing it, I had no other thought, whatever it was, and it was fucking 200%. Wasn't fucking 50%, 80, or fucking 100, and whatever the fuck it was, man. God. Oh shit! And when because he had me cornered, I think instinctually I realized I was cornered. That's what it was. Looking back at it, those were the thoughts I was feeling. I could sense I was cornered, because I was cornered. I was up against a wall, and there were bicycles on either side, because it's a big bike rack for a fucking rich ass fucking city, San Ramon, California. Fucking, you're talking Silicon Valley's cousin, the Bay Area, Stockton, Oakland, San Francisco Bay Area, right there. But we got to live in a rich neighborhood, but it was a struggling rich neighborhood. It wasn't rich. We struggled, and so we were on the end, next to the next lower city down. We rubbed elbows together. In other words, Dad didn't have no green lawn. He never watered the motherfucker, except for when I started getting into landscaping and shit, getting a job. Then we got into watering, I guess. That must have been it. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Anyway, somehow we got on that subject, whatever it was. Oh, yeah. I used to be scared, shy. Why the hell did I then end up talking about fucking San Ramon, California for? Anyway, and learning to let go of those thoughts when all of a sudden I veer off on a side road. And it's just like, wow, look, we just somehow driving down. Have you ever drove down the street and you just turned down the street and then caught yourself? What the fuck did I turn down here for? I guess that would be the feeling. whatever it was we were talking upon. Anyway, I'm realizing how to let go of things more often, folks, and have fun with it, instead of feeling that fucking walled ego pride come in and start questioning me like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, just to fucking, when I start feeling that way, that fear thought right there, to let go of it and just fucking change the subject right away. Which brings me to another thing, and that's working at work today. There's a little confrontation between the trainer and I, but you know, hopefully we're gonna be in there for the long haul, and I usually am. But I think at the same time is the audit balance that I'm bringing. That's what it is. It's the audit balance, because every time someone gives me a fucking order or something like that, or I can sense that it's from an unbalanced source, I automatically audit right back, and I mirror reflect it right back at them, and it's instinct for me, and it naturally comes out. Whatever I say, doesn't matter what it is I say. That energy, that headbutt, because that's the Capricorn. They're head fucking butters. Natural born head. They live with the Rams. And have you ever seen the Rams headbutt? I mean, fuck, now you're dealing with the Rams. Now I was in Oakland, San Ramon, Bay Area, San Francisco, the 49ers, the Gold Diggers, folks. And also known as the fucking Raiders. Because mother told me that San Francisco is the main port for the whole country. That's what from mother studies. And she named the members that are in the family that are running the court. And you know, to me it could all be just a story, but she seemed like a pretty smart woman to me, and I think that's why she was shunned in the family. Could be, who knows? But yeah, that's what she told me, man. Now that's it. That's coming from Los Angeles, California, folks, which is Hollywood, where Joe Biden's at right now, because he's at Castle Rock Studios filming in a White House there. That's all Hollywood, folks, and that's where I'm from. And the parents live down there, and they were born and raised there. And then their parents, fuck, I think they might have been born and raised there too. Fuck, she'd be third generation Hollywood right there in her time, which was 1949 when she was born, or cast forth, or, you know, we'll call it whatever we want. That she came out of the womb of some woman's vagina, and it could not even been the mother that claimed to be the one. Because all kind of shit goes on in Hollywood. They pass their kids around. They change names. All kinds of shit go on, folks. So, you know, you want to talk upon this area. The whole West Coast was on fucking fire last year because of this stuff. What I'm saying is because of Hollywood. Because they're the ones that are running the whole fucking show. Fuck. Or they've been running it. They ain't running it no more, though. Unless, like I say, there could be a hidden agenda, and the higher level elites above them could be taking things a different direction. So, and that's where I step in. Woo! And I say, well, hold on now. This is the information that I learned in the universe. Thank you for telling me your story and all the information that you learned in the universe. Now, this is what I learned. And then I start sharing with them the way I see things. And then you start looking at their reactions. Because that's one thing I learned. I heard Winston Shrout say a lot. He said he would say stuff, and then he would look for the reactions. Whereas, as me, I didn't really look at people's reactions. I only look at people's reactions if Now you got me thinking, when have I ever really given anyone real straight attention like that? God, now I'm like, fuck. Is there anyone around here that I can share with? I feel so out of place. I feel so separate. And how to have fun with that, because I could feel the guilt feeling coming in, and when I was saying that, whatever it was that we were talking upon, it all slipped all of a sudden just now. And I found out this is part of their tricks too. This is part of the mind control, folks. They know how to put thoughts inside our brains and then snatch them away before we have time to get a picture of it in the mind. You get a mind picture with it. They know exactly how quick to leave the thoughts in, and then boom, pull it right on out. In fact, they're monitoring us to see our reaction levels, and for some reason they're able to. That must be it. They must be able to go back and go forward in time with that. Now you all get me into time travel now, man. Holy shit. Time traveler. Brothers learn how to time travel. Anyway, we're getting at 11 minutes. I'm here in the backyard, in case you didn't know. I'm military watch, because we're wondering, and are there people out here? Is it safe to go out in the backyard and be myself? Go out in the backyard and be who I am, express myself, and speak into the air, sing into the air, feel good with it. But first, the military watch is on, or the cat instinct, or that all natural, insecure, shy little guy inside says, whoa, is there anyone out here? Because if I say the wrong thing, if I act the wrong way, someone out here could hear me, and then they could have something against me as grounds to hurt me. That's how I grew up, folks. Wow, and I've just realized that more and more now. Wow. And Mother told me that's the way it was in her house. You don't fucking move or say anything without permission. And when I got alone to myself, it was game on for me. There's no one around, so I just did whatever the fuck I want. It just came naturally to me. I guess that's part. I guess that's the way it is when we're young. That's the child mentality that we lost, folks. Remember what it was like being a child? And our moms and our dads kept coming over and telling us, no, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, you are allowed to explore that. And that's what was taken from us. Holy shit, folks. I hope you get some of the good weed with that, because brother just gave you a nugget at the end of the video. If you manage somehow to make your way through to the end of this video without having to pay the Mayday propeller on the shaft, and that's a taxing burden, isn't it? The taxing burden, folks, is the fear that we feel when we go out in the backyard and we think to ourselves, wow, I want to practice expressing myself. I want to be able to express myself. But first things first, we're on watch. Is there anyone around? So we're quiet. And we're very afraid to say anything or even move across the yard in a certain way, because someone could see through the fence, someone could see through the gate right there, that I'm in a dancing mood, and I just wiggle my butt and the hips and shake them all over the yard because I'm feeling good. Oh, God, it feels good. God, that feels good just like that. Oh, God, that feels good. That's what you call those are sexual thrust exercises that we've been taught in society. No, that's not acceptable to thrust your hips quickly and fast. But in the yogi realms and in yogi exercises, the new agers and shit like that, they've learned that that's the best way to knock the chakra loose down there. You gotta thrust the hips back and forth like Elvis Presley quickly to burn the energy out and unblock the chakra. I'm telling you, folks. And when you see this clearly, then you'll figure out what it was what it is. You'll figure out what it is that was taken from us. And then you think to yourself, you know, you might think to yourself, well, who took them? And then why did they take it? And whatever else comes up. You know, get deep with it, man. But whatever it is we were talking upon, see, I just let it go again. I just let it go. I don't have to be worried about it no more. Just let it go. I didn't have to describe what it was I'm looking to get to. Just let it go. Let it go. See? Let it go. You know how we're always holding on to shit, folks? You know, like we'd be telling someone something and we want to get our point across and we're forgetting. It's slipping, and we're just wanting to, God, what the hell was his name? And you're sitting there, what? Even now, boom. Let it go. 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 But yeah, that's right. We were on the subject. Well, we're going 16 minutes to the video, folks. We have to go part 2. Hold on. God, what subject were we on? It was looking and feeling good that last second, and then it just slipped. The brother slipped. The brother slipped. Just sitting outside. Down, down, down. That's a melody that we recorded spontaneously. We recorded that a month ago. But for some reason, that melody is freaking back in the brain. And we only sung that song probably for 3 days straight out here. 3 days straight with full security. Surety. This gets into suretyship. That's how we started the whole program back here in the backyard, folks. We're speaking on suretyship. Are you sure that your ship is shocked? And if your shock wasn't shanked with your shin and all that shit. God, man, if you're so lucky to watch this video, folks, and if you hung through the video to get to this point, I'm gonna give you a treat. I'm gonna give you a treat, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna trick or treat your ass. You were, soldier. Now I'm learning some of the Hollywood tricks, folks. Instead of saying, I'm gonna trick your ass off, you know, I used the syllable ass, the ass, and I blended 2 words together. What was it that we said? As you were, folks. That's a military term. Trick your ass. You're expecting me to say ass off, to trick your ass off, but I said, trick your as you were, soldier. That's a military command. For those of you that are in the military, you know what that is. Instead of saying trick your ass off, trick your as you were. This gets us into music. You were, yeah. People are always wondering, where does music? What is music's origin? Without using any of all them extra words. Of this and state of the county of. The government of. Did O.J. Simpson wear the glove? And now we're getting into music. And the melody that came from Jesus did. And so we drowned it out. So I'm telling you, folks, we don't need instruments to carry the fucking musical fucking universal melodies, folks. We don't need instruments. They're just kind of fun to have, though. They are. They're fucking fun to have. But other human beings have the capacity to be in an instrument position. Would you like your position instrumented? As George Carlin, the comedian, would say, would you like your institution inaugurated? If he even said that, I'm just fucking being spontaneous with a new story, folks. With the name publicly known as, what's his name? He slipped. The brother slipped already, man. The brother slipped, she's shitting outside there. God, man, now I can start to see the power in songs when they're connected to real in the moment revelation. Woo! Holy shit, man. Because, this all goes back to Brother Russell's proclamation when he was probably 13 years old. Brother told father. I had some guitar time under the belt already. I had some guitar time under the belt, and I had told father. And I didn't learn this from nobody. Nobody shared it with me. It was a fresh thought from the brain. And this was what came out of the mouth. Something to these effects. I don't even remember. I have to look back in time. So see, these are the memories, folks, that I want to go back and revisit. Because that way I can go to it and I can press play and I can watch it. Now we're getting into the Saturn's rings, folks, out in the universe, astrology. The universal hard drive or record player that's up there, man. And believe it or not, that record player up there called the planet Saturn is Biden and all the rest of the bad guys called the swamp. All those guys are hiding all the information that's on Saturn, which includes all the records you want to look into for this planet, that planet, this star, the next star, because that would be like a federal district court record right there, folks. Saturn. And remember, it's just a story. But man, if we want it, if we're curious to look into and say to ourselves, wow, that'd be kind of nice to know. I wonder. Then there's got to be a way to access those records up there. And I've been putting all my faith and trust that everything's been recorded on there ever since I first heard of that motherfucking thing called Saturn up there, which was only within the last, 16, see, I got kicked out at 16, we started 12, Jesus, I'm just gonna guess, 2014, whatever we were on. You see, as soon as I went to go another direction with the thoughts, the other thought that I got to an end road on, and I need more information, I had to go over here, come over here. Could you please go over there? Come over here. Now this gets us into Howard Stern, because I've been studying that motherfucker, and how he manages to go with the different directions with the conversations, and maintain that composure that he has and that curiosity. That for some reason, people look up to and they go, wow, I wish I could be that way. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. There's all kinds of people out there that are strong in the universal energy for a certain way that they express themselves. Just like Capricorns are strong in the Capricorn zodiac, and Rams, Aries the Rams, they're kind of the same. And Whatever else wants to be the same. So that's, I can see that's where the songs are starting. Yeah. So I'm tracking this stuff. I'm catching it quick. This all gets back to 2009 when I smoked some pot and I caught what I called Satan's first thought. No, first time that I caught Satan trespassing in the brain. I caught his ass one time, man, for the first time. Remember the first time, man? Cause I never smoked pot, never, except for a few times when I was a teenager. But fucking ever since then, what would that be? Age 16 to fucking whenever pot was legal here, 2014. 2014. So age 16 to 2014. So how old was I in 2014? What's this, 21? And I'm 53. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. So that's 7 years. So 53 minus 7, that'd be 46. Why did we bring age into this? See, now this is getting us into the music. And, you know, we forget one thing, or we run into the end of the road, or we can say forget it if we want, because that's the bad habit word. Most of us call it forget anyway. I can call it that, but I like the challenge, man. But God, man, it sure does feel good to be easy sometimes. Oh, that's right. To let it go. Say it, and then bring an amendment to the Constitution. Because just because we said something, folks, doesn't mean we got to be held to it. And that's part of the trick. Or, you know, that's part of the growth. We could call it the trick because it's both the trick and the growing process. Fuck, that's some shit right there. And the brother. And now we changed subjects on purpose because we had this distraction up here. This here's military helicopter. That's military right there. And in fact, everything that's got flying machines up there in the sky, everything military. In fact, all these cars out here are military. And in fact, all these stores are here to support the military. Because that's the first thing that happens, you know. And this all gets us into how to create a city, I guess it would be a house, neighborhood, town, city, county, state, country, planet, and galaxy, and the next size up, what would it be? Black hole on the other side. Yeah, time travel and all that other shit. Astro travel. Yeah, man, we're hitting all kinds of subjects, and and we just carried on, but you know, we're at 27 minutes. Let's end this one and upload it, and that way it's not gonna be sitting there uploading for fucking 19 fucking hours. You can see I'm real happy with that shit, aren't you? I'm just saying, I guess that's probably a subconscious thought coming from the idea that I made a wonderful guitar finger, right-handed guitar finger, you know, with just these two fingers right here. I play guitar with two fingers. Yeah, that's some cool shit. And I upload the motherfucker on YouTube. They won't upload it, fuckers. That's their way of saying they're trying to discourage me. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Fuck you. You know, and this all comes from the robot and the moderators, because everything's like a chat room around here, folks. And in every chat room, you got moderators. So all the moderators are those elite guys that we're fighting right now. Or, you know, more peacefully saying, you know, they're going to meet the audit balance. In other words, mama and the children shall be considered equals, equal in say, equal in expression. This all gets us back to Russia, folks. And I just listened to a video yesterday from Red Pill the World, that lovely lady. Red Pill the World is her Rumble channel. And what was it we were just saying? Dun, dun, dun. The Russian experiment. So anyway, she brought Russia into the equation, man. And I jumped on the opportunity. As soon as she mentioned Russia, I jumped on the opportunity in the comments channel, and I brought up the sexual revolution. Wilhelm Reich is, folks, the failed communist movement in Russia in the 1930s. But it was labeled the failed communist movement. And then the word communism was groomed to the people to be thought of on as a bad thing. But I'm going to tell you what really happened in Russia. It was the sexual or equality revolution, which equality and sex go hand in hand when you look into these things. And sex isn't just the physical thing. Sex is also the expressions that we produce out these mouths with these sounds that we make, with our face expressions, our dance moves, and our positions, and contort our body into different shapes and all kinds of stuff like that. That's all expression. And best way to look at it, that a lot of people understand around the world, is that that's the little child inside of us that was crushed when we were little children. And it usually happens between the ages of 1 and 5, which is basically the first 5 years before the little child is thrown in school. Because age 5, everybody goes into kindergarten. So yeah. Anyway, we're at 31 minutes. I need to get part 2 going. Hold on.